Well, good morning. Oh, running out of battery. Forget that. All right, shut her off. Well, good morning. Sunrise is going on right over there. You can see it behind me on Roosevelt Lake. We start passages 20 and 21 today. Can't make it to the split between them, so we're going to do both of them in one shot. So passage 20 ends at Pigeon Spring, and then 21 ends at Sunflower. Nice little hike right out of camp this morning. Looks like it's about well, Granite Spring is the first place I want to check for water, and I heard that it's 6 drips per minute the last time somebody looked at it. That wrote it down anyway, it commented on it. Hopefully, we had some rain yesterday. Hopefully it's a little faster than that. Could take me a few hours to get some water. Oh. How come I always end up trying to talk to you guys walking up one of these big hills? This is a big hill today. Granite Springs is, I think it's like 4,900 feet of climb to there, and about 1,500 feet of drop as well. So we're gonna be huffing it up the mountain all morning. It'd be good to get up there high though, because the next few days are going to be warm, and we'll just keep getting higher and higher as we go from here on out. We're going to finish this chunk, and then we do something called the Mazat Sols area, which is a bunch of different passages, but we can't access any of them. And that's going to be about a 7-day passage for me, 7-day carry. Hey, there's the sun coming up over there. So, once we're done with the Mazat Sols, it's up on the Magion Rim. And then, once you're up there, it's pretty much flat, with the exception of the Grand Canyon, to Utah. Not lots of big mountains anymore. So it's the next week, 9 days probably, of hiking, which are going to be probably some of the worst on the whole trail, and mostly the worst that I got to do for the rest of the trip, with the exception of the Grand Canyon. And the truth is, it's only 5,000 feet. This is very nearly as much today as I'm going to do in the Grand Canyon. Not quite as far, but in other words, this is probably steeper. Nice thing about it is, by the time you get there, you'll be in shape for it. Whew. Yeah. I think it's a little overrated being in good shape, or certainly the getting in good shape process. But yeah, I'm gonna quit. I'm just gonna breathe and walk. Yeah. See over there, right down there, little point. We camped down there the last couple of days. Big campground. It's pretty country. If you like desert, which I kind of do. Look at that right here. Check that out. Teddy bear. No, not teddy bear. What is that stuff called? It's lots of it. It's going to be really pretty here in a second when that all blooms. All those little buds are going to be flowers before long. That's beautiful. Looks like I got through the desert just in time for the cactus to start blooming, which is okay. Well, if you look way down there, you got Lake Roosevelt. You can see just a bit of it down there behind all them little peaks. And the reason that we even came up here, or the trail comes up here, is because of these 4 peaks right up here, which I want to show you. It's called the 4 Peaks. This whole area is called the 4 Peaks Wilderness Area. And I want to show it to you here. Check that out. Kind of cool. Yeah, 4 Peaks Wilderness Area. Right there. I think them are the 4 peaks. 1, 2, 3, 4 probably. Looks like some pretty rugged country back there. Alright, today, here we are, headed into, well, we're in Passage 20. It'll be just a few hours. We're leaving Passage 20 and heading into Passage 21. This is some rough country, 4 Peaks Wilderness. Pretty neat. It's pretty. It's actually, unfortunately, large portions of it have burned in these fires they had down here. And yeah, kind of a deal. That's a deal anyway. Nothing to do about that. 21, it starts at Pigeon Spring, and then we go to from Pigeon Spring to a little town called Sunflower. I think it has like 3 houses or something. Rural Arizona. We're talking, it is just as rural as rural Idaho is, for sure. Yeah, definitely is. Definitely is. It's pretty country though. I mean, this is neat. I mean, trail's kind of rough, a little bit rocky. Today is not too much up and down, which so far has been pretty good. Yesterday, my oh my, I think in my hike I did yesterday, I had 5,000 feet of elevation gain, which is quite a lot for me. The old guy gets tired when you make me walk up 5,000 feet of elevation. Woo! Yeah, well, here we go. Back here into this little deal. Got some snow even. Just a few little spots of snow left up here. They had, at one point, they had probably had a lot. You can see from looking here that, you know, there's probably a foot left in the most protected places. The funny thing is they had this drought going on, and even with all the snow they've had, still has not recharged the aquifer enough to get a lot of these little streams to run, which probably would be running in a normal year. So some of the water carries are longer. Some of the water carries are longer than you would have had to do on a normal year. That's all right. Hadn't been that bad. None of it's been that bad so far. Now this next passage here, not the next passage, it's really the next section. The next section of mountains is called the Mazat Sols, and it is the most remote probably of all the areas that we have to do on this whole hike, actually. And it's also going to be like this has been. Lots and lots of up and down. Lots and lots. So, you know, from the very beginning of this, I just keep hoping I can make it through the next day, you know, or make it through that day. So far, we've been making it every time. Whew! Tell you what, rocks, ups and downs. It's quite nice, actually. I mean, there were some spots earlier where I can tell you, if you'd have took a step off to the right over here, you'd have went a really long ways before you had a chance to stop. That ain't so bad, but it has been bad. It has been bad earlier. Look down there, guys. You see that? That is a waterfall. In Arizona, that's a waterfall. That's called Shake Spring, I believe. And the reason it looks like this, I don't know if we'll get down here quite yet where I can show you, but right back behind there is a whole mountainside full of snow. I suspect that's where that's coming from, right there. And yeah, oh, look at that, there's a sign even. You know, the AZT is quite something. Got you a little sign that says Shake Spring. Look down there. You got a pool of water right there, deep enough to get in, probably clear up to your neck. Of course, it's as cold as that ice right there, so you probably wouldn't want to do that unless you where's my trail going here? That goes there. That goes across there. Oh, it goes that way. All right. I want to get lost. I don't want to get lost at Shake Spring, do I? I don't think so. Yeah, it's too bad it's all burnt. It's all burnt here. Looks to me like it burned a lot of big trees and killed them. Whoever has the trail maintenance department going on here is gonna they're gonna have a We're gonna have a lot of work over the next few years cleaning out all these fallen trees. Yeah, listen to that. Love to find water in the desert, don't you? Let's get it to focus up there. Yeah, right up there. That's where all that water is coming from. That was in that Shake Spring back there. And for all the tough people who want to walk up that, there's a trail going up there. You could go up there. I don't know exactly where it goes, but I'm not going up there for a fact. My trail goes this way, around and around. So, woohoo, right? Pretty though, isn't it up there? You guys get a bunch of snow in Arizona and then you get water in the creek. I love it. We're leaving the Four Peaks Wilderness area right there. There's the sign. And up there is the end of the Four Peaks. They continue going down that way, kind of behind that. And so yeah, kind of a neat place. Well, we just passed Pigeon Spring, which is the dividing line between the two passages. And then tonight we hike on to, I think it's Little Pine Flat. That's where I want to stay tonight. It's probably another 7 or 8 miles, I imagine. And then tomorrow, out to Sunflower. And that's the plan. Roughly equivalent amount of miles each day. I walked farther than I wanted to last night, just because of water. The water was not available before, so I had to go to where the water was. It was good. It was a longer day than I wanted, but that'll make me a shorter day. It's giving me shorter days later. So yeah. Oh, just had fun talking to the trail crew. That was cool. They're out here taking down the trees that they're afraid are going to fall into the trail, and turns out several of them guys have been watching the YouTube channel. We Ain't Dead Yet, and meanwhile back at the camper. So they knew about us. Can't remember. I think that crew is working with the Arizona Trail Association, I think. They were fixing trail and taking down the big dead trees. They're cutting trees out of the path back there. And so, you know, all the stuff that it takes to maintain a trail, doing all that. A lot of work. And of course, here I am trying to talk to you guys, walking up a darn hill again. I quit. Good morning, kids. Here we are. I don't know if you can see it very good. Way in the distance out there, like that, there is this flat, really flat plain over there, high. It's called the Magion Rim. Some people call it Magallan. There's probably other ways to say it. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. But we're headed over there. Got about 8 more days going this way, and then we climb up onto that thing after that. That's high up there. It's about 7,000 to 8,000 feet all along there. So you go up through Flagstaff, and you go north across the Kaibab Plateau, and then you hit the canyon, and then you cross the canyon, and then you finish up the North Kaibab on the way to Utah. So basically, in about 3 days, I will be at about halfway. Yeah, roughly, not today, but 3 more days past today, I'll be halfway through Arizona. So I'll cross the 400-mile mark. You know, I think right now I'm at about 360 or 70 or something like that. So that's probably about 2 more days after today. We'll cross the halfway mark. And when we hit the Kaibab up there at Flagstaff, you're at 3/4. So the nice thing about the Kaibab is it's flat. It's really flat country up there, so you don't have to do as much, you know, and have as many 10,000 foot days going up and down all these steep hills down in this country. Because this is steep country around here, you know. I mean, you go up and down and up and down and up and down. Lots and lots of feed, pretty much every day, you know, unless you're out in that flat desert that's down south. But even then, you're probably going up and down 1,000 feet at a minimum every day. So, yeah, that's kind of the plan.